The Godfather is a classic film that tells the story of the powerful Corleone crime family in post-World War II America. Directed by Francis Ford Coppola and based on Mario Puzo's novel of the same name, the movie is often regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. Released in 1972, it was a critical and commercial success, winning 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, Best Actor for Marlon Brando, and Best Adapted Screenplay for Puzo and Coppola. Its influence extends beyond cinema, impacting popular culture, language, and even the way organized crime is portrayed in the media. The film centers around the Corleone family headed by Vito Corleone, the Godfather, played by Marlon Brando. Vito is a powerful and respected mafia boss who controls a vast criminal empire. The story begins with the wedding of Vito's daughter Connie, setting the stage for the intricate web of family ties, power struggles, and moral dilemmas that define the movie. As the story progresses, Vito's youngest son, Michael Corleone, played by Al Pacino, initially distances himself from the family's criminal activities, having served honorably in the military during World War II. However, Michael is slowly drawn deeper into the family's affairs, eventually taking on the role of the new Godfather. Michael's involvement begins reluctantly after an assassination attempt on his father Vito. As the family seeks to protect their interest, Michael volunteers to kill the men responsible for the attempt, drug dealer Solozzo and the corrupt police captain McCluskey. This act marks his first step into the world of crime. After the killings, Michael flees to Sicily where he hides out and marries a local woman, Apollonia. However, she is tragically killed in an assassination attempt intended for him. This loss further hardens Michael, and upon returning to the US, he becomes more deeply involved in the family's operations, learning and gaining experience from his aging father. By the end of the film, after his brother Sonny is killed, Michael assumes the role of the head of the Corleone family, fully embracing his new identity as the Godfather. Michael Corleone's journey is a deeply tragic one, marked by a descent into moral darkness and the profound personal losses that come with it. His character arc is a cornerstone of The Godfather's exploration of power, family, and the human condition, and his arc is expanded on in the movie's sequel. Going back to the attempted assassination of Michael in Sicily, it's tragic enough that his innocent young wife, full of life and joy, was killed in his place. Tragic enough that she was sitting in the driver's seat looking to impress him with her driving skills. However, there is a detail in Mario Puzo's novel that is missing from the film. A detail that just sweetens that venomous pain that Michael has to go through. And it's this line from the book, a short passage, easy to miss and something never brought up again. The morning of the assassination attempt, a time where Michael and his wife are happy and blissful, and they are preparing to be moved to another part of town for their safety. Don Tomasino had arranged for him to be transferred to another town on the southern coast of Sicily. Apollina, in the first month of pregnancy, wanted to visit with her family for a few weeks and would join him at the new hiding place after the visit. Apollina in the first month of pregnancy. So Apollina was with child when she was killed. She was set to give birth to Michael's firstborn. Fabrizio had not only inadvertently killed her, but Michael's unborn child too. So this just makes everything all the more painful. It's not clear whether Apollina's pregnancy was intended to be the case in the film. For sure, no one brings it up, and it's obviously too early to tell that she was pregnant looking at her. Ultimately, it is the death of Apollina who truly brought out the Sicilian in Michael. The hit attempt against his father was the start. It was him coming to terms with the world his family was involved in. But it was the death of his wife that cemented Michael coming to terms with his roots, after spending a lot of time in the old country, understanding why La Cosa Nostra exists and the part it plays in the landscape. Michael loved her, and her reserved, submissive attitude towards him made her the perfect Sicilian wife for a mafia life. Where before he was Kay's boyfriend and he was going down a path to become a proud American man, his partnership with Apollina brought out the Sicilian side of him, who expected loyalty and obedience. You can't see her doing the kind of things that Kay did in the sequel. And on a related note, it must have hurt Michael extra hard that Kay aborted his child when his very first child was killed before it was even born. A sizable amount of the tragedy of Michael Corleone can be attributed to the death of his first wife. It acts as a major catalyst. There's the guilt too. His pregnant wife was blown up in front of his eyes, and it wouldn't have happened if it weren't for him. One of the more famous lines in the movie is that it isn't personal, it's business. Yet Michael himself never adopts this philosophy, as shown by him taking out his own brother for betrayal. No doubt the murder of his wife, something that was business, but the repercussions to him were extremely personal, played a part in Michael not adopting the idea that business and personal matters are separate. To him, it was all the same. Apollina also represents the life Michael could have had, just a simple man who took care of his wife and child. But that was ripped away from him, and immediately the vengeful fire inside him ignites, as in the book when he wakes up from the explosion days later. One of his first words are, "Fabrizio, let your shepherds know that the one who gives me Fabrizio will own the finest pastures in Sicily." So even before any public mention of mourning his wife, revenge is the first thing on his mind. So what do you make of this detail? Do you think it should have been included in the film? Let me know in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.